Litecoin's share of global crypto payments has jumped from 23% in March to just over 34% by the end of July. And in this video, we're going to look at how and why Litecoin is emerging as a popular crypto for payments. Today's episode is sponsored by Cake Wallet, where you can send, receive, and even exchange your crypto right from within the wallet. Cake Wallet is open source and non-custodial, so you control your own private keys. Available today on iOS, macOS, Android, and Linux. Good evening, everybody, and a warm welcome back to Enter Crypto, where I keep you fully informed and up to date every single day. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then subscribe, and don't forget to click on the notifications bell so that you do not miss out on any future updates. Now, today we're going to be talking about Litecoin's recent surge in its percentage share of global payments, and also how this might be a good investment opportunity because we can see that the demand for the network has gone up. But it's actually 30% of its value has gone down since the beginning of this month. So if you were interested in buying Litecoin, now might be a good time. So as always, folks, we'll quickly read through the article and then we'll comment after. So Litecoin was one of the most preferred cryptocurrencies for payments as tracked by the world's largest crypto payment processor, BitPay. LTC's share of the global payments jumped from 23% in March to a little over 34% by the end of July, representing a nearly 50% jump. In fact, not so long ago in June, the digital silver flipped the digital gold, otherwise known as Bitcoin, to grab the numero uno spot for the first time in history. However, Litecoin's growth trajectory has since plateaued and it ceded the first position to Bitcoin. Much of the growth was powered by the parabolic rise in transactions in the May to June period. According to Glassnode, Litecoin's transactions count reached levels compared to Bitcoin's daily tally on several occasions during this phase. It should be recalled that demand for Litecoin swelled after exasperated users sought cheaper alternatives when transaction fees on Bitcoin were touching the skies. And the month of August, which saw the all-important halving, or halvening, depending on how you like to say it, in Litecoin's block rewards, hasn't panned out the way most of the token's fanbase would have liked. Litecoin was hit hard by two successive bearish phases, and initially the excitement over Litecoin's scarcity dampened as the token plunged 10% within days of halving. The bigger decline came during the Bitcoin-led market bloodbath when the token tanked 24% as shown by CoinMarketCap, and overall Litecoin shed 30% of its value since the beginning of the month. Sensing the impending price drop, Litecoin whales liquidated their holdings just in time. However, as the market began to move sideways, these big investors began to add to their stacks. Now, I'm going to stop there. The article does go on further, and I'll leave a link in the description box below so that you can do some more research if you want to, read up on it a little further. But it's basically saying that Litecoin's usability or its percentage of crypto transactions within the sort of crypto sphere or crypto world has gone up recently. And although this is about Litecoin, I have actually seen this in other cryptocurrencies, Monero being another one. Now, they both do different jobs. Monero is obviously very privacy focused. Litecoin is more sort of speed. It really is seen as the silver to Bitcoin's gold narrative. And really Litecoin sort of silver, it has been the narrative since it was actually created. But the interesting thing about this, and I think why Monero and Litecoin and other cryptocurrencies are gaining popularity and gaining usage as opposed to Bitcoin, is because it's so cheap. The network fees are really, really cheap. And so if I need to send, and I'll do this myself even, if I need to send money quickly from one exchange to another, I wouldn't use Bitcoin because I'm going to be waiting. Well, the exchange is probably going to want 3 to 6 confirmations anyway before I'm going to be able to access whether I want to trade with that Bitcoin on the exchange or whether I want to, just quickly exchange it for something and then withdraw again. I'm going to have to be waiting. So that's like, with Bitcoin having a 10-minute block, I'm going to be waiting between 30 and 60 minutes on average. Whereas with Litecoin, the confirmations are usually a lot lower, and I believe Litecoin only has a 2-minute block time, and Monero also has a 2-minute block time. I mean, with Monero, at least I can, and it's completely private for the the amount and whatever I want to do, and the address is kept secret. With Litecoin, it's not as private, but it is quick. And I think crypto users are just using them, not even necessarily to hodl or to hold on to or anything like that. Although a lot of people do. I think people are just thinking, well, it's just so much easier to transfer value across the internet using these other coins that have really cheap fees and confirm quicker. This is really Bitcoin's problem, and it's why they've created Lightning for Bitcoin, the Lightning payment network, because it's expensive to do a transaction on the base layer, and it's slow. And so although Bitcoin is sort of the granddaddy of the crypto world, and it is, everybody loves Bitcoin, we all start with Bitcoin, it's really needs a sort of second layer for it to be actually used. We would never be able to actually mainstream adopt it and have people paying for coffee, paying for small things, paying for the groceries in the shops, and paying for a chocolate bar or something with Bitcoin, because the transaction fees are so large that it makes it unusable or just not worth it. You're not going to pay a $3 fee if you want to buy something for 50 cents or 80 cents or something like that. It would be silly. And so Bitcoin came up with the Lightning Network, and they're working on other things as well. But these sort of, Litecoin and Monero and other coins like that are kind of already quick at the base layer. And you could argue that they're not as secure because they don't have as much hash power as Bitcoin. But if you're just transferring quickly payments across the internet and you just want it to be done, you just want it to be done quickly, then these are really perfect. They're really proving quite useful. So keep an eye out for these types of cryptocurrencies, Litecoin, Monero, and others. They really are very useful. You don't have to be waiting an hour for confirmations when you use Bitcoin. So that's what I've got for you today, guys. A really interesting article. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notifications bell if you feel you got some value from this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow night.